So again, today I'm going to share some easy and quick answers to those tell me about this, tell me about that behavioral based questions. Now, here is a tell me about behavioral type of question that can trick a lot of people up. This one is not the most common, but this is something that you want to have in your back pocket just in case it's brought to the table. So the question is, tell me about a time where you were faced with an ethical challenge on the job. Again, you want to go back to using the STAR method, okay? You want to pull from that. You want to outline it ahead of time. Here's an example that you can use. So the situation was, I'm a recruiter, and as a recruiter, a lot of times I pre-screen candidates, send them over to the manager. There was a specific person who I was interviewing. Now, I knew the lady was a bit edgy or a bit rough around the edges, or, I knew she used a bit more slang than normal. However, she had the skills that was needed for the position. So thus, I passed her on to the hiring manager. With that being said, the hiring manager enjoyed the interview with her. However, she emailed me and said, I'd like to move this candidate forward. However, if you could reach out to the candidate and let them know, one, to use less slang during the interview with the VP, and two, kind of brush up on her professionalism. This was totally outside of what I felt was an ethical decision. I did feel like this was against my morals because using slang and saying the word what's professional and what's not is a very sensitive topic. So it put me in a challenging situation, to say the least. So my task was to determine how am I going to satisfy my manager with also satisfying the needs of the candidate and make sure they have a good experience being interviewed with our company, because this is also a reflection upon us. So what I did was I reached out to the manager and I respectfully expressed my concerns with them about how this could be potentially harmful and how we ought to allow the candidate to express themselves how they see fit. This is their interview. There's no way that I want to go into it tainting them or setting them up for failure, thinking that they need to be more professional. They have to be themselves. So after that was said and done, the candidate went ahead and interviewed with the VP. The candidate got the job. The VP loved the candidate, slang and all, whatever it may be. So I do feel like with me being able to speak to the manager and taking my ethics into consideration was the right move. We spoke again about what lessons we could have learned in this situation and why it's important to allow our candidates to be themselves and not interject like that. So it was a win-win for everyone involved. Now, you see how that can go? It's all about how you word the story, sticking to the STAR method. Please let me know in the comments below if you want more of these. Take care.